Tariffs have played a central role in the White House's economic policy, and President Trump has put them in place largely on his own. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Brian Yukono.
And I'm Amanda Hill. Now Maine and a group of other states are challenging that power, setting the stage for what could be a groundbreaking legal case. Donovan Lynch has more from the state capitol.
Maine goes toe-to-toe with the Trump administration yet again in a legal battle that could have major impacts on the economy.
I'm not looking for more cases, but I'm also not going to shrink to the fight if the President of the United States is not going to follow the law.
Maine Attorney General Aaron Frey is joining 11 other states in suing President Trump over his decision to slap broad tariffs on imports from around the world. Well, it's a centerpiece of the White House's agenda to attract manufacturing to the United States. The lawsuit argues Trump is going outside the bounds of his power.
This is the kind of deliberation that really is trusted to Congress to do.
The Constitution gives the legislative branch control over matters of trade. But over the decades, Congress has passed laws to give presidents some of those powers in certain circumstances. The Trump administration is relying on one of those laws to levy tariffs. It's called the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, and it gives the White House broad trade authority when there is a, quote, unusual and extraordinary threat.
What our lawsuit points out is that the president did not follow any of that process underneath the statute that gave him that limited power.
Frey and his colleagues argue the economic emergency Trump declared to levy tariffs isn't legitimate, and they say the law he cites was actually meant to rein in power from the White House, a point echoed by University of Maine law professor Dimitri Baum.
The attempt here is to limit presidential power, not to give presidents as much power as possible. It's to limit, to say, look, you can't just declare emergencies willy-nilly.
Responding to these concerns, a White House spokesperson says the Trump administration, quote, remains committed to addressing this national emergency that's decimating America's industries. This comes as some companies like Puritan Medical Products in Piscataquis County embrace the president's decisive use of tariffs.
We're fully expecting that the tariffs will have a positive impact on demand for our products.
But with the lawsuit filed, a judge could bring Trump's economic agenda grinding to a halt.
Certainly in terms of economic impact, this would be a huge decision.
Now, by the Attorney General's own count, this will be the 13th suit filed with other states or alone against the Trump administration since the president took office in January. In Augusta, Donovan Lynch, News Center, Maine.